Greetings fellow adventurers, I'm Amy and I would like to talk to you who's always pleasing others or trying to be what people want you to be instead of being yourself. Whatever is to fit at your job, at home, or in a relationship, the anime Ouran High School Host Club has many examples that we can use to illustrate this big problem a lot of people go through. So let's get straight to it. When and why it happens. On Ouran High School Host Club, we have literally a club of hosts. Their goal is to make women happy, and each one of the characters has a role, so women can use that as a fantasy to dream. Leaving the illusion these girls put themselves into, let's focus on the main character's behavior. Let's ignore Hane-senpai because he's usually just acting as himself. But Tamaki was born as the heir of an empire, and outside of his duty as the host, he was always seeking attention. Kyoya, as the third son, wanted to please his dad as he was only the third son. Aruhi, she loves to feel useful and don't let others worry about her. The twins, on the other hand, are used to have their individual personality ignored as they were often seen as one. Mori-senpai is used to being a servant and to please others. Now the question is, what can we take from it? Well, people often try to please others because they want to be recognized, they were never treated as an individual, they like to feel useful, they are used to being useful, and they want to be loved. I think the most common reason is the desire to be recognized or loved. The typical situation we can mention is when we are in a relationship or when we truly like someone. A few people may ignore their own self in order to project what they think the other person desires. For example, they may say they love sushi even if they actually don't like it so much. They may wear clothes that don't reflect their true self in order to meet what the other person considers as girlfriend material. And I think by this last phrase, you can already imagine the dangers that this kind of attitude can bring to us. So let's check it out. The dangers of not being yourself. Let's keep with that same example. Let's say it's the person you like, sexist, or don't like you to show certain parts of your body while you have your own style and likes. When we want to be accepted and loved, we will ignore our favorite clothes, our favorite dress, and put some jeans and t-shirts instead, only to please what the other person wants. The problem with that is, first, you are lying to him and yourself. You are not this person, and you are not what he likes. Sometimes we can change the way we act, but changing what we like can be truly hard. Second, you may face a loss of identity. As you mold yourself to fit someone else's desire and expectation, you can lose touch of who you are. Third, you can develop emotional dependency. You become so emotionally dependent of that person's approval that you become extremely vulnerable. 4. You may be getting into an unhealthy relationship because this dynamic will imply someone has more power, leading to manipulation or control. 5. You can become mentally ill. This kind of behavior can lead to stress, anxiety, and even depression due to the lack of autonomy and reduced self-respect. Now, I know as Kyoya you may want to please someone because you feel like you need to. Sometimes you're like Tamaki who can't stand to be alone, or maybe you had a hard life and you lost your sense of individuality. That's a hard word to say. But I have good news. You can do certain things to protect yourself, so let's check it out. I guess the difference between the host members and us may be because they did the following things very well. First, building self-awareness. Here's all about understanding what truly matters to you and aligning to your values. The most important part is also identifying your triggers, so you need to be able to recognize which situations or people make you seek validation so you can work on it. Second, practice self-compassion. Treating yourself the same way you would treat a friend, and also make sure to acknowledge your achievements and strengths. Third, set boundaries. There are two main things here. First is to learn to say no. Don't be afraid to say no to things that don't align to your values. It's that silly thing. You don't need to change your clothes because someone doesn't like them. Another useful tip is to limit the use of social media so you don't amplify the need of external validation. 4. Practice your self-reliance by making decisions independently based on your own judgment and preference, and trusting your instincts. 5. Surround yourself with supportive people. Listen to me. You don't need someone calling you dumb, saying your taste is bad, or anything like that. Surround yourself with people that, even if they don't have the same tastes as you, they will respect what you like or dislike. 6. Seek professional help if needed. When we are constantly trying to please others, we may lose track of who we are, and if we don't have their approval, we may get depressed with our self-esteem in an awful state. In these cases, therapy can be a very useful tool to get us back on our feet. While in Ouran High School, we have characters whose job is to be host and literally please and make girls happy. In real life, our job's the opposite. Our job in real life is to make ourselves happy. Your only job is to please the person you see in the mirror. So unless you have the intention to work in a host club, make sure to follow these tips, not only to keep your mental health in check, but also to ensure you are being yourself, and more importantly, that you're okay with it. With social media, there's a lot of pressure on what we should be or look like. For people who are deeply in love, they may fall for the idea of being the object of desire of their loved one and lose themselves in the process. Whatever is your craze, remember to be loyal to who you are. There's no one like you. You are truly unique. And with that, I will close today's video. If you heard something relevant, please support the channel with your like and subscribe. If you think this video can help someone else, please share. If you feel like it, check out the form in my description, and I'll see you next time.